Hello there everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Jesus Lucia Tarot. I am Stephanie, your tarot reader, and today's reading is about why your person hasn't reached out or why they haven't approached you yet. So if you have either a crush or a friend or something where you kind of click, kind of vibe, and there's flirty vibes and you're pretty sure somebody has a thing for you, or maybe you've shown or expressed feelings for them, you're kind of wondering why they haven't reached out. It could also be a no contact situation. It could be one of those infrequent texting situations. We're just going to see what the deal is with them, whether they actually like you or not, or what their feelings about you are. We have 4 piles here for you today. Pile 1, we have the flower agate with this card that says wild. Pile 2, we have the blue apatite with the card that says unappreciated. Pile 3, we have lepidolite palmstone with the word that says seductive. And pile 4, we have garnierite with the card that says warrior. So take a few deep breaths, think of your person, and I'll be ready for your reading if you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose the card wild and this beautiful flower agate, then we have your reading here for you about why your person hasn't reached out. So we're going to go ahead and look at the card that you chose, and I am seeing that you're a little bit of a wild child. I'm seeing somebody who loves to party. If you love EDM or if you just like raves in general, this is probably you. But I'm also seeing that you're somebody who just likes to have a good time. I'm seeing somebody who doesn't really take life too seriously, but you do really take your relationships and the people closest to you seriously. If they're in your heart, then you care about them, but everything else seems to be thrown, you throw caution to the wind. I'm hearing like Sagittarius vibes, maybe Gemini as well, Pisces. All the mutable signs are coming through except Virgo. So Pisces, Gemini, maybe a little bit of Leo in there as well. But I'm getting with these orca whales here, you go through seasons, whether you realize this or not. You go through phases, and it's almost cyclical. People who really know you will notice this about you. It's like during certain times of the year, you are a certain way, and then during other times of the year, you're another way. I don't know why orca whales in general make me think of these cycles, I guess because of their migration patterns. But we're going to go ahead and look at your oracles to see how your person is viewing you in this situation and why they haven't come through. We're going to get a creative love oracle card, which will give us an indication of either your relationship to this person or how they see you or other outside factors that may be affecting this. We have home and family. There might be some changes coming up regarding your current home situation. A relocation could also be possible. This card also stands for starting a family together. I wasn't getting that as much. I was getting more that their family is in the way of them approaching you. I'm hearing that you may not be something their family is okay with, pile 1, and you can take that however you want. It could be that you just have different backgrounds, different cultures, maybe even just the way you dress or the way you act is something that their family would not approve of. So, sorry, I'm sitting down. But I am feeling that you're just something, they care about their family, and you're someone who their family may question a lot. It could be that one or the both of you already have children, and that's another factor here where you wonder if this person, or they wonder if you're the kind of person who would be okay with their kids or with their family. Whatever the situation is here, family is at play. They could also be moving a lot, but I'm not getting that as much as the whole family situation. This person cares what their family thinks of their partners, because I get the feeling that they're very close, or they seek the approval of their family a lot. It could be the case that they could be inheriting something from their family. That's not going to be for everybody, but I have seen this, especially in people with like very high incomes, a lot more upper class people. Like if they have a super rich grandma or granddad, they might leave quite a bit of money to their grandchildren, but they have to meet certain standards when it comes to like maybe they need to get married and have kids, and in some cases they might be looking for somebody of like a certain standing. I know it's messed up, and I know like I don't agree with it, but in some cases some people do abide by these things because they care about being accepted in the family. I'm going to get another card from this. Oh, I don't know where this blonde hair came from. That is a blonde hair. That is weird. It must be my dog because it's kind of short. But I'm going to get another card from the Sacred Feminine Oracle to see another way that they may be seeing you. We have alchemic. Oh, okay. It's funny that we have two sea animals here. We have the killer whale and a sea turtle, both mammals, by the way, but also with the sea. There's something here about you going with the flow. They might think, I'm not saying that they think you're slow, but you might be a little too laid back for them, is another thing I'm hearing. Because this person, I feel like they care about like career, finance, their family. This person cares about their money. And with alchemic, they're wondering if you're able to make enough money to satisfy their type of lifestyle. I don't think this person wants to provide 100%, maybe more like, I'm hearing 60 to 75%, but they want to make sure that you're not just taking advantage of them. They want you to have your own money as well, at least in the beginning. And then they'll negotiate, I guess. It's weird. Like, this person sounds like or feels like a Capricorn. Like, there's a lot of conditions here. There's a lot of terms and conditions to this person wanting to be in a relationship with you. Yeah, back of the deck energy, aligned. You need to be in alignment. Well, you need to be in alignment with this person. And there's something about you that they're wondering if you can be tamed at all, because you do have this wild energy over here. Lots of purple, lots of blue so far. So a lot of third eye energy. This person might have an intuition and a gut feeling about you. And what that particular intuition or gut feeling is, we'll find out. I'm going to go ahead and get a card from the Prism Oracle. For my, oh, okay. So the card we have is sadness. This person might be prone to sadness, or they could suffer maybe more clinically from depression. Maybe they've been diagnosed with that, and they're aware that they're wondering how you would see, if you've never seen this side of them, they're wondering how you would react to that or how you would handle it. Because I feel like this person goes through bouts of it. Like, it's going to be very common for them, or they need somebody who is very sensitive to the kind of situations they go through. Another card we have is Ghost. So this person has probably ghosted you. I'm being told to read that rather literally. Another way of reading ghost literally is that they could be, this is going to sound silly, but they might have a ghost or two on them that is kind of preventing them from really feeling emotions, or like, it's kind of like this ghost. It's not going to be for everybody, so please only take this if it resonates or if you've seen this. But it's kind of like this ghost keeps them numb, because at some point they decided that whatever life story this, or like the emotions of this particular attachment was their own attachment. So they decided, yeah, let me not feel. And I know that sounds silly, but I've seen this a lot as somebody who consider, I'm a medium, so I've seen this from time to time. This sadness could actually be whatever ghost is here. If they have lost somebody in their family, if they've had an attachment to somebody that passed away, they could have bouts of sadness due to this particular person that they don't have in their life anymore. And maybe they've had a really hard time getting over it, depending on what the situation was. And again, this is something that they're wondering how you would handle. Or, I don't know, there's just something about this particular situation here that is going on. It could be that they're currently mourning somebody or something. Yeah, I feel like they might be going through like a family situation. It's like, I know there are cultures out there where the mourning process can take like a long time. Like, I feel like at least in US culture, the way I see it, people are sad for like a few days. Depending on who it is that passes away, they'll be sad for a few days, but then they move on. It's not the healthiest, but I've seen it. And it could be due to the fact that, you know, just sometimes families are not that close. But this person, if they've lost somebody in the past, they're probably still mourning. Or if it's been recent, again, you're probably not going to see them for a while. I feel like home and family right now is at the forefront of what is going on. Let's get another card from the what's in your stars. We have Scorpio, investigation. I was getting strong Scorpio from this as well. To me, Capricorn and Scorpio kind of intermingle. A bloodhound on the trail. Uncover secrets. There are times when you must ignore the obvious and track clues to find out what really matters. That might be trust, love, or connection. Feel the thrill of following an idea, inquiry, or emotional experience to its source. So there's something that's going to come to the surface here about this person. You might be doing your own little snooping around, not gonna lie. Maybe you're looking on their socials to see if they're hiding somebody or something. And maybe this is part of the reason that you're kind of worried about whether this person will ever reach out or not. I'm also seeing they could be hiding you. You could be somebody they are hiding, again, from their family, if anybody, because you're just so different from what they typically bring home or what their family expects them to be with. Let me get a card from the Cosmos Oracle deck. But mostly I'm seeing that they're honestly preoccupied with their own emotions, with family situation. And they're worried about the backlash that people might give them if they find out they're with you, or if they found out that they want to take it to the next level with you. Some of you might already be together, but you feel like it's not official. And then some of you are still in the talking or situationship phase of this, depending on how fast you take it. We have air element, number 3, mind, ideas, and descendant. So they are in your thoughts. They do think about you. And I was getting this. It's kind of like, even though they're going through this particular situation with their family or with their grieving, if they are grieving, it's kind of like they keep you in their mind the entire time because they kind of want to see where this goes. So they haven't approached you yet because it's a lot more complicated when it comes to the grand scheme of things. If they want to see you, if you two want to get married, if you want to have children, then the approval of family is going to be a big thing for them, as is how you fit in within this particular family. How do you tolerate like a lot of deaths in the family? This could be somebody with like a lot of older people in their family, so they know there's going to be like several deaths upcoming in the next 10 years. Which I mean, I know it sounds weird, but when you know somebody is of a certain age, you just prepare yourself mentally for it. And this person has definitely had that already. With investigation, I'm seeing that the more you try to look for something, the less you will find, is what I'm hearing. Because either this person has cleared away a lot of their history, or they themselves could just be really good at hiding stuff, whichever resonates more. But I'm feeling like they're really trying to clear away a lot of old energy, but they always keep you in mind whenever it comes to certain situations here. If there's something they have not been very truthful about, I don't think it was meant to be deceitful. It's more like they just don't know how you're going to handle a certain piece of information. It's going to come off as deception, but it's not. It's just going to be waiting for the right time to tell you something. So they haven't approached you yet, mostly because of family and because they're a very sensitive person and you're very different from what they are used to. So let's go ahead and move on to the tarot. For the tarot, I am using, well, let me figure out what I'm using. I thought I had the Wild Unknown. All right, here we go. The Wild Unknown tarot deck for my pile 1. Why has their person not approached them? Why haven't they made this official is what I'm hearing more. Why have they not reached out? So we have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, they can't come through right now. I keep hearing like somebody who, I don't want to say they blocked you, but it's like they have their phone on radio silence or something like that. We have the Son of Pentacles, but they will come through with a message eventually to let you know what's going on. We have the Devil. There's some kind of bad habit that keeps coming through, a bad habit. Or if it's not a bad habit, I feel like if this is a situationship, you might hear about them when they're ready for the you-know-what. Okay, we have the King of Cups right next to it, letting me know that they would like to be more than whatever this is right now. We also have the Page of Cups. Very interesting. It's almost like they may not be handling this the right way, but they're going to come through with to let you know something that you may not want to hear. The Devil is usually, it could either be SEX, or it could also be if you two do certain things together, like if you like to go out drinking together, it could be that. But it would only be if you like to overdo it, like if you like to drink excessively. So if it's weekend drinks, that's not it. It's gonna be for like a party where you're both gonna get rather lit. Let's put it that way. Let's clarify the Two of Swords with Justice. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords, Hermit. They're going through a lot. Let's clarify the Devil with Two of Cups. Not surprised. So I guess it is the deed, physical intimacy here. Because that's just one way that is easy for them to connect with people without having to talk, without having to think things out too much. To clarify the Knight of Cups, we have Judgment. And to clarify the Page of Cups, Two of Coins. They're trying to balance themselves out, is what I see. Back of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. They're concerned about their finances. They're concerned about the stability, about either themselves or whatever else is going on. So I feel like when they finally do reach out, they're going to have some sort of declaration. With Justice, I'm thinking like something has been righted, like a wrong has been righted, and they're going to let you know about it. It's like a breakthrough, and they're going to let you know like, hey, this, and this. It's going to be a good reason to finally break the silence. But when they do speak to you, it's like they're going to want to see you alone with the Hermit card here. I'm not seeing somebody who wants to be seen out in public. It's like they might go to you whenever they want some time to themselves, because being around you is either very peaceful for them, or they know you will leave them alone, which I know seems weird. It's like they know you will give them peace or give them some sort of comfort here with the Hermit. It's like you're not going to force it out of them, and they know this. And that's actually going to want them, it's going to make them want to come through a little bit more. With the Devil and the Two of Cups, like I said, they enjoy your company, but it's almost like they only want to focus on the physical, but you kind of have to get through that in order to get the truth out of them. Because with the King of Cups, they're going to make up their mind. I do see that they will eventually come through. It just may not be in the way that you wanted. It might take some time as well. Because the Two of Pentacles lets me know that they have to have all their stuff in order. They want to make sure that their life is balanced right now. They want to make sure that they have both the time, energy, and money to give you and be able to pour into you, especially with the Page of Cups. It's kind of like emotionally they are ready, but in every other aspect, they're really not. It's like their heart is there, but their finances, their standing, their freedom is not there yet, essentially. So all they can give you is like words, that one physical deed that of course this person has the time for that, but for everything else it's like not really. So you're gonna have to stay in situationship mode for a while if you ever want to see this through. It's gonna take time. And is it worth the effort though? Let's go ahead and get some cards for that pile one, because I feel like it's unfair to have them keep you in this energy, even though it does seem like they would like to eventually come through. They just have to work through a lot. Let's get a card for time. Four of Wands. It's going to be faster than you expect. Four of Wands is also like wedding energy here. So marriage could be on the table, or they're wondering if you yourself would be okay with marriage. Four of Swords. Not surprised there. It's going to be like stop and go. Like one moment you're moving too fast and then suddenly it stops and then you're moving fast. It's just so odd how this person paces themselves. Back of the deck, Strength. They have to tame something within themselves. There could be a little bit of ego here as well, but it's kind of like stop and go, and they don't know the pacing, or the pacing could throw you off. It might be a little bit too... It's not really erratic. It's more like it comes in waves, you know? Yeah, I feel like it comes in waves, but it's all up to you whether you're okay with putting up with this or not. But I do see them eventually coming through to let you know that, yes, they would like to take this to the next level, but right now this is all they can give you, because they have to work mostly on their stability, their finances. They may be looking for a new home, or maybe the current living situation is all over the place. if you're looking for stability, they can't give it to you because they themselves don't have it, essentially. This is why they have not approached you or why they haven't made things official yet. But let's go ahead and get you some cards from the Let Go deck. That was a lot. Let's start with this one. Let go of the idea that you need to have anything other than happiness in your life. I feel like they're hoping that happiness is okay for you because that's all they can offer you. And then we have let go of fear through meditation. Purify yourself so you are a magnet for your true heart's desires. And what I'm hearing when I say this is, if you don't want to wait for them, you don't have to. If they can show up for you when you need them to show up, then that's good. But if not, don't be afraid. If they're wanting to keep it casual, you should be able to keep it casual too. Don't be afraid to look for other people. You also have this card. Let all distractions float by. Concentrate on the things you really want. If this person has been a distraction for you in some way, shape, or form, this is Spirit letting you know to keep working on your own thing. Like, this person has their own stuff to work on, and quite frankly, it will be some time before they can actually give you all the attention you want. Because what you're going to do if you keep this pace up within this connection is that you're going to show them it's okay for them to treat you the way they are treating you right now with the attention they are giving you. Because they themselves don't know what tomorrow brings, so they can't offer you tomorrow. They can only offer you the present. They can only offer you their now. And that's fair, but you have to ask yourself if you're okay with that or if you want to move on. You have more power within this connection than you want to admit, pile one. Let's get some channeled messages from your person. We have 3, your family won't like me. Like I said, family is so important within this connection. So either they won't like you or they won't like, your family won't like them either. Maybe you've spoken extensively about family and this is a big thing. We have 4, I don't want to lose you, but they kind of want to keep you around. This is somebody who, yeah, they just want to keep you around because they know they will commit eventually, or they know they'll want to come through, but they don't want to lose you to somebody else, is what I keep hearing. We have think before you act. Yeah, think really hard about this because it's nice to be wanted, but it's even better to be shown that you are worth it, you know? We have, do you even care? If this means having to hurt this person's feelings, you might have to because you're just looking for something else. We have, yeah, no. This person might give you mixed signals, and if so, I mean, I don't know. 6, I am absolutely in love with you. I feel like this person, if they've ever love bombed you, just be wary of whether it's genuine or not. We have, I hope you'll wait for me. Yeah, it's like they can't be with you now, but they would like to. I keep hearing that. And 7, I dream about you a lot, too much. So you could be infiltrating this person's dreams. I don't think you're doing this on purpose either, pile 1. I think this person just thinks about you a lot, so therefore they dream about you a lot as well. Especially if they're the kind of person who falls asleep at random. I've known people like this. They'll be watching TV and then suddenly they're asleep. If so, they probably just think about you. Back of the deck energy. I can't even look at you right now, number 5. I think you're going to have to be the one who makes the decision whether to walk away from this or not. And I know it's going to be hard because this person really seems like they want you. But here's the thing. If they're not ready to commit, depending on how long you've been together, I'm being told to give it at the most 7 months, which might seem a lot longer than you want, pile 1, but at least 7 months, see where you are after this. Because this person, they're going to try to keep you around. They're going to try and make it seem like they really want you but can't commit. And here's the thing, they should just commit if they really want you, you know? But this is why I leave you, my beautiful pile 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope this answered your question. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 2. If you chose the blue apatite, then we have a reading here for you about why your person hasn't reached out, why they haven't come through, why they haven't approached you yet. So this is going to be, of course, if you're already speaking with this person, if you feel there's a good back and forth here, a good compatibility, a connection that could possibly happen, but for whatever reason, this connection just hasn't progressed. We're going to start with the card that you chose. We have unappreciated, number 8. So I do feel that you're somebody who either feels unappreciated or you're just holding on to these feelings of being unappreciated. It could be that you've already done a lot for this person or maybe given or dedicated a lot of time to them, but you haven't really seen any reciprocity or you haven't seen them come through in the same way. There could be a little bit of an imbalance here. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of your cards to see what is coming through. I'm gonna use the same deck, the feminine, Sacred Feminine Oracle, to get another view of how your person sees you. To clarify this unappreciativeness, we have Fairy Woman. Very interesting, because this is supposed to be much like the ferryman, where they go from one place to another. You could have helped this person through a transition phase. I am going to read from the booklet just to make sure that I'm reading this card correctly. But I'm getting like either the Chariot, the Six of Swords, or the Eight of Cups here, where there's a transition phase, and I feel like you've helped them see them through this. We have Shining, Unseen, and Psychic Abilities. This card invites you to connect with your solar plexus chakra to shine on your surroundings with your entire being and develop and use your psychic potential. So there's something here about confidence and the guidance that you give. Dare to be who you are. You will inspire others to do the same, to reveal who they really are and light up what surrounds them too. I feel like you awoken some aspect of this person to themselves, and this could be part of the guidance or advice or even the support that you have offered to them. And maybe they are seeing you as just that, a catalyst for some other aspect of their life. I'm going to go ahead and get a card from the Creative Love Oracle to see how they view this connection in general or what might be influencing this connection. I'm getting this card. We have Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. There's a strong spiritual bond between you and this person. This card also pertains to new friendships with kindred souls and attracting the right people. I feel like you both attracted each other at the right time. There is a little bit of feeling here, though, that it may not be for what you think it is. I feel like it's more for the bond that you both have, the friendship or the conversations you have had. Because there's something here about, yes, you were meant to be in each other's lives, but it may not be the way you expected this to be or the way you thought it would be. We also have Leo Emotion, security or insecurity, standing in the spotlight. If you are able to step forward into the spotlight with confidence and poise, relish this feeling of security. However, if you are experiencing insecurity, trust the real self-expression will help to shift that feeling. There's something here about you not being in your confidence pile too. I feel like there's something here about you not feeling worthy of either something good or better than this particular connection. Because what I'm seeing is that yes, you were meant to meet this person, but it could be just to boost your ego or even to empower you in some aspect that you may be lacking. Depending on how this connection is, I'm not really seeing... I feel like it hasn't progressed past words or past communication. So yes, you may speak to this person even a little bit frequently, but I feel like there's just... Well, let's get more cards. Let's see where this person is in terms of their feelings towards you. We have Space. We also have Fear. If they seek space, it's because they fear you. They fear some aspect of you. I feel like some of them think that you know too much or that you're just a little too wise, especially if you're very intuitive or even psychic. They may catch on to this, and part of them doesn't like it. There's a big fear of this, whether it came from like, I feel like it's from their family. Like they have a fear of hearing bruja or brujeria. So maybe some of you identify as a witch or do some kind of spell work, and they fear this, especially if you yourself have tried to manifest it. Though I don't feel that you've been trying to tamper with the energy when it comes to this particular connection. I can tell that you're somebody who respects other people's free will here, and you wouldn't want to force them to yourself. You would just want to... Like, you definitely send them well wishes and good positive energy, but I don't think it progresses anything further than that. It could help to clarify with some of that aspect. Let's get another card. From my pile. pile 2, we also have water element, emotion, intuition, and imonkuili. So there's a lot of emotions here. I feel like you both actually bond very well on an emotional level. Like you both understand each other. And I feel like whatever is going on here was meant to be just a friendship, because I'm not seeing anything past love yet. The love of friendship yet. It's almost like they're too intimidated by you to come through. Whether you've mentioned anything about wanting more with this person, I don't think you have. Otherwise, I'd be reading a whole different reading. But it's almost like they're unaware that you are into them. I feel like they just think you're there to be a friend somehow. And it could be due to the lack of self-confidence as well. I feel like this person responds a lot to like very confident people. But there's something here where you're giving too much and you need to hold back, because this person, quite frankly, is afraid of you in some way, shape, or form. And why this is, I guess we'll find out in the tarot portion. But right now, I'm just seeing somebody who has a fear. But you definitely were meant to meet and connect in some way. And whatever way this is will depend. I feel like whatever you have going right now, that's exactly where it's meant to be. That's exactly where it's meant to be. I did do back of the deck energy in the past reading. We have inspiring. Yes, you inspire this person. What other back of the deck should we do? This one. Unrequited love. The feeling and this connection are not mutual. One person gives more love than the other. Don't waste your energy on someone who is not interested in you. Yeah, I was getting that feeling that this could have been just that this could be unrequited. But we are going to look into the tarot to see if anything else will come out of this, or why specifically it is unrequited, or anything else that you may be missing about this connection. Because I'm getting, it's kind of interesting what I'm hearing. Just because it's not love doesn't mean that they won't come through in some aspect. So let's see what the universe has brought them into your peripheral vision. Why have they brought them to your attention? Because that's what I'm hearing for a lot of you, that if this was not meant to be, then why are they there? Then why is this going on? So we're using the Wild Unknown Tarot. For those of you who are still here after you heard Unrequited Love, let's figure out what is going on with your person. So we have Queen of Cups energy. They definitely find you very nurturing. Like if they were to go based off of the energy alone, I feel like they really would be into you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. They move slow. Another way of taking this is they themselves might not catch on to things very quickly. So maybe they're just a little clueless right now about your feelings toward them. We have the Hermit. This person doesn't get out a lot. It could also be that you don't get out a lot. Somebody here does not get out a lot. It might be the both of you. You could both be in your shell. We have the Queen of Swords. They see you as very smart, like a little bit too smart for them, honestly. And I don't think intelligence is something, well, that's not true. I feel like for half of you, this person does value intelligence, but they don't like that you're smarter than them. And then for the other half, they don't value intelligence at all. Like within a partner, at least. Like they prefer feeling coddled, essentially. And then we have the Page of Wands. I'm hearing somebody here might be a little too either immature or young for somebody here. Whoever that is. If there's a big age gap, just know that the age gap is a defining factor within this connection. And if there's like a level of immaturity between the both of you, either one or the both of you, that is also a defining factor. Somebody here is not up to somebody else's level. I really want to say, pile 2, that you are actually above this person's level, and you need to be aiming higher than this person anyway. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups. This card wanted to come out. The High Priestess. You're very intuitive, like I said. And they're aware of this, and they kind of don't like it. Especially if you tell them what to do, and they say things like, gee, thanks, mom, or okay, what are you, my mom? If they say anything about mom, know that there's something weird there with how they view you. Like, just because you're telling them what to do doesn't mean that you're trying to be their mom. It's all on their side, by the way. It's something weird there on their side. I think they have mom issues that they have not worked through. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles here. We have... Oh, okay. So if they do approach you, it'll take time. It might be a few years from now. I'm seeing years. I really am, because this person has some growing up to do or some leveling up to do. Oh, that is odd. No. Sorry, my cards got messed up. Okay, so to clarify the Hermit, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel, okay, so the Three of Pentacles is one of two things. If you guys are only friends online, like maybe you game together, I feel like this is the only time you see each other or talk to each other. And maybe this is where you have a lot of those heartfelt conversations. And two, if you don't game together, then you could work together. There's something about collaborating here, but it's like the only time you see each other is at work and nowhere else. It's like there's a seclusion to the both of you, and maybe this is part of the reason you feel that you have a deep bond with this person, because you talk to them one-on-one a lot, or maybe you have a very good back and forth wherever it is that you meet up, but it hasn't progressed past this. And it would seem that you're everything that they would like, because you're very supportive both mentally and emotionally. Like, you give great words of wisdom here, but they themselves don't trust it. To clarify the Queen of Swords, we have the Two of Wands, letting me know that they've thought about it. They've definitely thought about it. And to clarify the Page of Wands, we have the Six of Cups. There's a lot of nostalgia here. So they definitely value the friendship. I don't think a friendship here is something they want to let go of. Like, they value the friendship, and they've definitely thought about it. And if they ever were to ask you out, it would be a long time from now. Like, you'll be waiting. Don't wait for this person. Back of the deck energy, we have Three of Wands. They could be talking to other people is what I'm seeing. You may not be their first choice. And honestly, pile 2, you deserve better than that. You really do. You are not aiming high enough when it comes to the quality of people you are looking for. This could be the person you feel the most comfortable around, and that's a good thing. You should feel comfortable around the people that you want to pursue romantically. But there's something here about you just need more than whatever this person has to offer, or whatever they don't have to offer is what I'm hearing. This person doesn't get out enough for you. It would feel comfortable, but eventually it would hold you back. Like, there's something here about this being too comfortable, you know? It's almost like neither of you would grow from this. You would for a little while, you would grow, but then after that, it's like it just wouldn't, it would stay stagnant is what I'm feeling. And you need somebody who's on your intellectual level. This person is not it. Or if they are, it's like they're not comfortable with you being more intellectual than them. Like, it bothers them. And you might even see this. They might try to have a more quote quote refined conversation with you, and you're just like, what are you saying? And then they end up making themselves look silly, and you might even point this out. And yeah, this person wants to be the one in control, but they don't realize that, one, they themselves have control issues. I don't think they've resolved some kind of weird dynamic with the women in their lives. And two, you're naturally more in control than they are, just because of how you carry yourself, and because of how I feel like you're actually pretty confident. It's just when it comes to either relationships, love, or even just this person, your confidence wavers a lot. And why that is, I'm not sure. It could be a reflection of this person. Maybe they themselves are not very confident, so you kind of take on that personality to make yourself at their level. But I'm seeing that you shouldn't be doing this, pile 2. Don't do this. Don't lower yourself. Don't lower your standards or your own value for somebody else when you know you deserve something way more than this. Even though, yes, the friendship is very good. It's a very sweet connection. There's a back and forth here, and you both like to work together. But this person cannot offer you what you want. And quite frankly, I think they're already talking to other people, or they're just not ready to commit and want to keep like a roster going or something like that. Yeah, I feel like you deserve so much better. You're not aiming high enough when it comes to the kind of or quality of people that you deserve, my beautiful pile 2. This is part of the reason you feel unappreciative. It's because you're giving all your good to the people that don't really deserve it, who don't know how to appreciate you, essentially. But let's move on to some advice. I feel like I said some harsh truths here, but this is why they haven't approached you, because you deserve better, one. And two, I just don't think they're interested in that way. And it's a shame, because I know you have a lot to offer, and I know that you're very smart. And you're very kind as well. This person doesn't really appreciate the kind of energy you bring. But watch them turn around once you find somebody else, because you will, pile 2. You'll find somebody who's ready for you. Watch them turn around once they do. But here we have this particular card. Overcome the desire to tame your wildness. Teach your mind to follow your heart. Teach your mind to follow your heart. There's something here about this person wanting to tone you down somehow, which is ridiculous. If you were to be with them, they would want you to knock something off, and that, I don't think you'd be compromising there. They're asking you to lower yourself, essentially, and I don't think you could do that. We also have this card. Accept you don't lack for anything. The whole world belongs to you. Yeah, like I said, you're not reaching high enough. You have to aim for the world, and you don't lack anything when it comes to that. You really don't. We also have this card. Let go of all aversions, meet every challenge, and flow with life. I'm hearing that you have to keep going. Just keep swimming. There's more fish in the sea. Just keep swimming. There's other people out there for you. This person will be a great friend, I'm sure. And I'm sure you're still, keep in contact with each other or whatever. But I don't think that... I'm telling you, go find somebody. If you want this person to chase you, go find someone else and watch how quickly they turn around and say, oh, well, I thought about asking you out. They're going to say something to that effect. Like, just watch. We have 9. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? This person does see your value to some extent, but like they don't understand why you want them. It's like they themselves understand that you're above them and they don't understand why you would be into them. We have this card. I'm a very jealous person. Yeah, if you find somebody else, they're going to say something. They're going to start acting a certain way. They might ask questions, or suddenly they might want to start dating you. If you want their attention, that's how you do it. But regardless, I feel like you should seek other people just for your own sake. We also have 4. If I asked you to stay, would you leave me? Ooh, interesting. Another reason is they feel like they feel that you will see through them and leave them, because there's something about them that you're not seeing that they know you're too smart to miss. We have these 2 cards. 4, I don't want to lose you. There's some aspect of them that wants to keep you to themselves, but it's kind of like, why does the mom stuff keep coming up? It's kind of like how a toddler doesn't want to share their mom with anybody. Like, they don't want them to give attention to anyone. It's that. It's just a jealousy they have. I feel like they have this jealousy with friends as well. Like, it's not even a romantic jealousy. It's just they want to keep people to themselves and they don't want to share them with anybody. It's very childish. We have Yatna. But I do feel that there's a good friendship here. I wouldn't completely ghost or block them. Just move on with your life and see how they turn around. Wrongful advice. They might give you wrongful advice about, if you ask them about, for example, if you're into men and this is a guy, if you ask them about men, they might give you like the wrong advice just to throw you off, because they like to play games that way. And if, again, even if it's a woman, if you're into women and you're asking them advice about women, same thing. They're going to throw you off in some way. This person, they don't want to see you with somebody else. They want to keep you as a friend and just to themselves. It's, again, if you guys game together, like if you both play the same game online and you meet each other at like a very specific time every night or every other night, something like that, they want to keep you there. They don't want you to move on to something else. It's very selfish, really. 5, if I follow you, I could lose everything. They don't want to lose that freedom. If this person is a bit of a player, or if they just like to be non-committal, I feel like they prefer that and they don't want to lose that. Yeah, if this is a situationship, they like the situationship lifestyle, and that's their problem. Don't worry about it. But I really don't think that you guys have been anything past that. We have, I know you from somewhere, number 6. I feel like this, to me, this card always just means that there's like a soul recognition. Like when you guys first met, you got along very well, very easily. Because, like I said, you were meant to meet each other for other reasons, for reasons other than romance. Because I really do feel that, yes, even they feel it if they don't completely understand. I feel like they do feel it. Back of the deck energy, we have words do hurt. I don't know if there's been some hurtful words exchanged here, but that could be the case. But I do feel this person wants to keep you around as their friend who does this particular thing at this particular time of day, or the friend that they see at work that they talk to. They don't want to lose you to anybody else. They don't even want some attention being directed anywhere else. It's very odd. But there is a level of immaturity here. Like I said, they do need to grow up a little bit. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile, too. They haven't reached out because they need to grow up and you deserve better. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the lepidolite stone, one of my favorites, and the card seductive, then we have a reading here for you about why your person hasn't come through, why they haven't made things official, why they haven't reached out and, just claimed you as theirs. So with seductive, I definitely see that there is some sensual tension, if you will. I feel like they've made it clear that they find you very alluring, very beautiful. You could even be in a situationship with this person, and I feel like this is where it just ends. Like there's nothing more than that, and you're wondering if they'll ever come around to it. Especially if you've exchanged words or if you've had conversations where you feel like it will be heading that direction. Because after all, there is something that they like about you. Let's go ahead and look at the cards that, well, not that you chose because we haven't selected them. I'm live shuffling everything today. I keep hearing Radiohead's True Love Waits from I think it's from A Moon-Shaped Pool, which I love that album. But the lyrics that keep repeating is Don't Leave and True Love Waits on Lollipops and Crisps. There's something sweet about this connection. Let's go ahead. We have Unrecognized, 26. I'm being told to get another one. Quarrelsome. They really like you. But there's something here about, they think you're very unique in that they like you even when you get fiery, feisty, and angry. Like they like that about you. I don't know if it's because you look a certain way whenever you're like this, or maybe it's part of why your physical intimacy is so good, if you've done that, of course. If not, then it gets them going. Back of the deck, Loving. True love waits, don't leave. There was a similar message in another pile, but I'm not going to direct you to that one because I feel like it's going to be very different. I'm getting different energy here. Let's go ahead and get you a card from the Creative Love Oracle. With Unrecognized, I feel like they just don't know how to handle somebody like you. You're so different from what they're used to. And Quarrelsome, like I said, they like the spice that you bring here. They like your attitude. They like anything that would typically drive away somebody else, this person likes. And they themselves don't understand it. So you've got 2 cards. We have Children. This card signifies innocence and your inner child. Being playful and curious is important for you now. This card also says that children play a part in your love life. There is a possibility of getting pregnant or a new beginning is on the horizon. 2 things. Within that song that keeps playing in my head, True Love Waits by Radiohead, there's a line that says, crazy kitten smiles. And that's what I was thinking when I was looking at these kittens. So I don't know if you both love cats or if you have kittens, or maybe you make cat-like sounds I'm hearing, which, whatever I feel like you and this person have a very unique kind of connection, and I don't think anybody really understands it, including the both of you. But what they do know is that they really like you. With children, you could already have children together, but whenever I get this card, I'm hearing that you want children together, or there's a high chance you could be pregnant, could get pregnant, not be pregnant. I'm not a pregnancy test, nor a doctor, but there's a high chance that if you both keep fooling around the way you do, you could get pregnant before you're even ready for the relationship. The second card we got was Divine Counterpart. This person is your divine counterpart. You are connected with each other on an astral level. This connection helps to raise the vibration on Earth. You will create positive things together. They definitely understand, even if they haven't before, that you are some type of soulmate to them. But I don't think they view soulmates the way everybody else views soulmates. To this person, a soulmate is somebody they could see themselves with for the rest of their life. And I feel like they take that very seriously. So why haven't they come through pile 3? Like, even I'm wondering. Let's get some cards from the Prism Oracle to see what feelings they have towards this connection, or even just toward you. What is keeping them from coming through? We have creativity. If they have a creative field, a creative thing for work, this could be taking up a lot of their time. We also have energy. Oh, I like that. Energetically, they are blocked somehow, but I feel like they're working through it. I don't know how spiritual your person is, but if they deal with energies, and I feel like they do to some aspect, to some extent, if they listen to Radiohead, there's a high chance that they do, because I'm being shown the video where Tom York is dancing all silly in that one video. That's what I'm showing. That's how they view energy. Like, it just runs through you. I'm hearing oh my god, I'm just seeing a bunch of weird I don't know if this person likes to dance weird, but there's something here about this person. Back of the deck energy is reflection. This person accepts a lot of the weirdness in life, and they're okay with energy, but it's like they let me get the rest of the cards. This person is kind of frustrating me because it's like all systems are go, but something is blocking them. It might just be energy, honestly. Like they themselves haven't worked through the feelings that they are feeling. So for my pile 3, if you're the one who initiated this connection, maybe they're just trying to come to terms with it, like especially if you're the one who reached out, or if you're the one who tends to be quote quote the initiator of all your things. I feel like they're just trying to figure out what this is because they don't understand something here. We have self-expression, Leo, material, painting a self-portrait. Find the right fuel for your self-expression. Making something, whether a painting, a meal, a hairstyle, or a song, will help you transcend the mundane. Through your creativity, you share your spirit with the world. This person is creating something. I don't know what kind of field they are in. It doesn't even have to be anything too creative, quote, quote, like an art. This could be they are working on a project, or they're working on a creation of themselves that they need to work through. And I feel like that's taking up a lot of their mind, a lot of their time, and a lot of their energy. So they can't completely pour all of themselves into you. And I don't want to say that they're using this as an excuse for not talking to you. I feel like the communication is very much there. With loving, they definitely love talking to you, and they know there's something loving about you in general. But with reflection, I feel like this is something you might struggle with too, pile 3. If you ever find yourself very preoccupied with work or with a particular project, you might disappear for some time. And I feel like this person does too, because I don't think they're seeing anybody else outside of this except themselves. except themselves. Really, you're competing for this person and their solitude. I feel like this person would be fine being alone, but then they met you and they're like, I'm rethinking that because I really like this person. I am missing one card and I knew this was off balance. Let me get the card from the Cosmos Oracle. But yeah, this person, they like to keep one thing on their mind, and they can't have this project and be pursuing somebody at the same time. I feel like it would be different if you were already in a relationship. It would be so much different. Like this would be easier for them to digest. But because you're somebody a lot newer in their life and they're having to go through some very important thing at work or at school, they can't commit to you in the way that they should. So for my pile 3, we have serenity. Slowing down, stillness, and silence. They're waiting for things to get calmer so they can approach you. Let me just walk through. Yeah, look at the cute turtle. They're waiting for things to slow down, especially within their work field or their project or whatever is going on. They want things to be at peace within themselves so that they can focus on you. But I don't think the connection is going to stop because of this. It's going to keep going. It's just going to slow down. For some of you, I'm hearing why this person hasn't committed, like why you haven't taken the next step. And that's fair. I feel like for some of you, you might already be together. And it's just kind of like, even if it hasn't been spoken out loud, it's kind of obvious that you're together because you're already showing the signs of a committed couple. But you're wondering why they haven't said anything about it or why it hasn't been taken to the next step. Honestly, this person, when they throw themselves into a particular creative project, they throw themselves all in, particularly because I think this project actually makes them money or is part of their career. They could also be in school working on like a a graduating project is what I'm hearing. Like whatever the last project that they have to do in their particular school. I'm getting more university, by the way. They could just be pouring their entire energy into like that last semester, that last year, that final project that they have to do. And even though they adore you, they're not going to, you know, they're not going to compromise that because they know it's going to be the key to the next step. And I feel like you're going to be part of this next step. Or if there's any chance that you will be, they have to do this right. So it's nothing against you. They adore you. And I feel like this is going to continue going on. But right now, their attention is on school or work. And it's actually for you as well. Like, if you understand that they adore you, you will give them the space to make sure that they are doing this right for the both of you. So I feel like some of you just have to have patience with this cute little turtle here, and you have to wait for the storm to pass through, essentially. You have to wait for the calm. Because right now, it's like, they really do have other stuff going on. And they may have already told you this. I might just be confirming something, or you may have already guessed this as well. And I'm just confirming. The fact that there's a lot of blue around here, especially with these two cards, lets me know that this person definitely communicates with you. So if you want a confirmation of whatever it was they were saying, then this is just, you know, me expressing that same confirmation. It could be a bit painful, especially if you have to be away from them for some time. It could have something to do with how you prefer to just, if your love language is quality time, spending time with your loved one, I feel like this is hard for you. And I'm letting you know that's okay. Sometimes it happens, but there are going to be plenty of times in the future when you and this person will get together. Especially because I feel like this person just really adores you in their own unique way. Indecisive. They could be a little indecisive, and they may come off this way. But I really do feel that this person doesn't plan on leaving you anytime soon, or they don't plan on seeing anybody else. In fact, they weren't expecting to be talking to anybody during this time, but you just happen to come through. The numbers 26 or 28 could be of importance here, just because I feel like those would be ages where you're still in university or college finishing like some big project, especially if it's like a project that is meant to last a few years. What that is, I'm not sure, because I didn't stay past the age of, I think, 23 or something. But let's move on to the tarot portion to see what else they haven't come through, or anything else they might want you to know. Because I feel like for some of you, you're just clarifying certain energies that you were suspecting. I think I wanted to say suspiciousing. That's not a word. So we're using the Wild Unknown Tarot for you, my beautiful pile 3. They are afraid you might leave them during this time, though, because they're aware they're not pouring enough time into you, or whatever time they are pouring, it's just not enough. I'm hearing that they're doing this for you. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. They want to spoil you eventually. I feel like they will make it up to you very well. You just have to wait. And I feel like that's what might be killing you, is the waiting. Have some patience, pile 3. We also have the 8 of Pentacles. Lots of hard work. Again, projects here. The spider working on her web is a project. I also have 3 of Swords. Yeah, you're a little heartbroken. I feel like the heartbreak is mostly from you. It could also be from them. I mean, I feel like if they had to choose, they would rather be with you, but they can't nurture that right away. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. This is meant to happen. You're meant to spend some time apart so that when you finally come together, it'll feel a lot nicer, is what I'm hearing. It'll feel worth it. And 10 of Wands. This person feels overburdened right now with what they got going on. Clarifying the 9 of Swords. Sorry, the 9 of Pentacles is the 9 of Swords. This person wonders if they're going to be enough for you, if they're going to be able to make it up. To clarify the next card, we have the 7 of Wands, accountability. They are agonizing over this too, by the way, pile 3. There is some mirroring here. To clarify the 3 of Swords is the Son of Wands. I feel like right now the best way they make it up to you is through physical intimacy. I feel like some of you are already there where you're just, it's kind of quote, quote, situationship mode where you're just seeing each other physically, but there hasn't been any clear indication of commitment here. But this is how they make it up to you, because it's all they can offer you right now. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Devil. And to clarify the 10 of Wands, we have the 3 of Pentacles. This person's working very hard. They're the kind of person, their bad habit is working too hard and focusing too much on their work. This is their bad habit. And they're aware of this. I feel like people have called them out on it. And if it wasn't you, it could have been people from their past or even like their friends or the people that they work with. This person has a habit of overburdening themselves with the things they have to do. They like to keep busy. And I feel like, yeah, so let's start over here. They wonder if they're ever going to be enough for you, because right now they may not be able to treat you out as much as they'd like, but they know that they like you. I'm kind of wondering if you guys met online. This would be a connection where you meet online, but you don't have enough time to give to each other. So instead you just meet up like a few times a week to see each other. And it ends up just being purely physical because, you know, actions speak louder than words, at least in their mind. This is how they see it. With the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands, they really, they care a lot about their work. They want to be held. They hold themselves to a high standard when it comes to their work and their creative projects. They're very hard on themselves. They could also lead a team, which means they're taking on more responsibility than usual or than the average person. But I feel like this is like a high stakes, like high level of work and high reward is what I'm seeing. So again, don't take this personally. This is just how this person is. Like, I feel like work for a long time was their entire life. With the 3 of Swords and the Knight of Wands, it kind of broke their heart knowing that there was somebody out there like you and that they have to peel themselves away from you from time to time. Because I'm seeing that they just really adore you. They want to really put on the charm. They want to take you out on town. They want to be this Knight of Wands character where they just, you know, wine and dine you, but instead they just end up being the kind, they end up being a little bit of a, I'm hearing sneaky link, and they're aware of this. It's like, are we just a situationship now? Because I don't want to be that, but I feel like this is all we can be right now until I'm done with this particular thing. This person is very self-aware. They're very self-aware. They take all the criticism that people give them to heart because they like to improve on themselves. So I'm seeing a no-nonsense kind of person. Even though the devil is popping up here with the Wheel of Fortune, but like I said, to them, their bad habit is work. Their bad habit is having to focus on weird little things like this. It's not them going around messing around. They're not doing that, or at least they wouldn't do that to you, because they are a one-person kind of person. What they like to juggle is work and projects. What they don't like to juggle is people. So this is very sweet. This person seems very sincere. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, again, this was meant to happen. You were meant to meet somebody like this so that when they finally free their time up and they can have more time with you, you're able to truly appreciate it. It's also meant to slow you down, because somebody here, whether it's you or your person, is used to rushing into relationships. And when you do that, you prevent from really taking the time to get to know somebody. So I feel like this project or whatever is going on with them is slowing the connection down for a reason. And I feel like that's smart, especially if you, like I said earlier, you rush into relationships, or you move it too quickly, or you're a hit it and quit it kind of person. The slowdown is meant to help you here. Especially because we had that tortoise in the, yeah, right here. Whenever I see a tortoise here, it means slow down for the sake of yourself, for the sake of this connection. But I do see you two eventually coming together here with the 6 of Cups, because the 6 of Cups is emotional reciprocity. You both feel the same. It just may take some time, or you have to learn the lessons that this slowdown is teaching you. Yeah, you will eventually come together. You will eventually become a relationship. I feel like it's already a relationship and you're just not seeing it. I feel like if you act as if you're already together, it'll make it easier. Yeah, because I don't think either of you are really seeing anybody outside of this. I think you're very similar, Pile 3, or at least you're wanting confirmation that it's okay to keep exclusively seeing this person. Because if you're prone for moving on really quickly when somebody isn't giving you what you want, then I feel like this connection is here to show you that patience will pay off in the long run. But I'm actually liking this. Even though all these cards just look really awful, what I'm reading from them is that this person cares a lot. And they think about this a lot as well. And I know you do too, Pile 3, which is why you're here. But let's move on to some advice cards. The message also came through very quickly and very very clearly, which wasn't happening in all the piles, letting me know that you're both very divinely connected, regardless of whether you see it that way. Your person definitely is, like I said earlier, they work with energy. Maybe quite literally work with energy. Maybe they work for an energy company or something like that, or a tech company, which would take energy. Maybe they work for Tesla, like a Tesla place, even if it's just a dealership. Okay, we have this card. Oh, I love this card. She's so beautiful. Reject any desire to be like others. You are an incomparable, precious jewel. If you were wondering whether this person kept their distance because you don't look like anybody else that they've been with, or that you're not like everybody else around them, that's not the case. They like that you're different. You stay different because they like you're different from everybody else. And they mean that in the most respectful way possible, is what I'm being told. We also have this one. Yeah, they just find you beautiful. Pay close attention to your patterns and let go of those that are merely reactions to life. What did I say? That your pattern, pile 3, or at least somebody's pattern here, is moving too quickly. Let go of it because you're meant to move slowly within this connection. And the last one, we have this one. Fragrant are the flowers that bloom when you smile and let go. I am being told to let go a little bit of your expectations within this connection, because they're not going to go according to plan. They're going to go according to what you need. You may not want to hear that, but this is the truth. Things are going to happen how they need to happen for you. So let's get some channeled messages for my pile 3, from your person to you. We have, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. There could have been a particular discussion where somebody said something hurtful, or maybe somebody let somebody down here. It could have been your person, and this could be why they just really feel like making something up to you here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. We have 2. I still don't have all the answers. The answers I'm hearing are not even about this connection. It's about whatever they are working on. Like they want to figure this out, but they can't. Whatever they're working on, it's very tricky. This person has to be very smart in order to be in the kind of field that they are, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, very smart. We also have 7. Do you even see me that way? This person does wonder if you will, like this person has some insecurities of their own, pile 3. Don't think it's just you. They think you're going to leave them. 7, wait. Yes, wait. I like that. Just wait. I feel like you both talk a lot, and not even like, it's not light conversation what you have either. You have like full on blown conversations of like, I'm hearing important things. Now is not the time. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think you should be seeing other people. Just pretend you're already with this person because you have a good one, pile 3. I wouldn't be entertaining anybody else. But of course you can do what you want. This is just, you know, advice from somebody on YouTube. We have, I want a fresh start with you. When they finally come around to making this official, I feel like they're going to really do it right. Like they're going to take you out on dates properly. They're going to treat you nice. I'm hearing they're going to buy you a specific gift. We have, I've never seen this card. I am terrified. This person is terrified of something here. I don't know if it's you, losing you, or this project, or both things. I feel like they feel like they're juggling both work and you at the same time. And honestly, pile 3, I feel like if you can, make it just a little bit easier for them, because this person is overwhelmed right now. We also have 6. I could be your hero, baby. They want to be your hero. They want to be in your life. Back of the deck, I just want space. They might take space to take time from this, or to figure themselves out, because there's a lot going on here. A lot. Like this person is terrified of what they could lose, whether it's their career or you. They're terrified of like all the outcomes that they're not aware of. They wish they had the answers, but they don't. I feel like this person might come to the light just because of how much is going on right now. They might take up something like meditation or yoga to calm their nerves, or even running if they don't already do all of that. But yeah, this person wants their space. Give them time. Wait. Give them patience. Give them patience. Do set a limit though. I'm hearing 7 to 9 months. is the most, and then come and revisit it and see where you are. But I feel like the patience will pay off here. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 4. If you chose the warrior card and the garnierite stone, then we have a reading here for you about why your person hasn't reached out, why they won't take whatever this is to the next level, if there's any kind of situation going on here. I want to say most of these were romantic. It's been a few days since I've done this reading. I meant to finish it sooner, but life just caught up with me, which is why things may look different, and even my nails are done today. So your person definitely sees you as a warrior. They see you as a fighter. I feel like they have a lot of respect for you, whatever it is that you do. So you could do martial arts together or some sort of MMA, or maybe you just hit the gym and there's an admiration there about the things you do. You could also do a sport together. There's something here about you being very strong, and you could also take that very internally, as in they know that you've been through a lot and they know that you are capable of doing literally anything. There's a big sense of respect between you and your person, mostly from your person toward you, though, if you weren't already aware. They may not even express this, but I feel like they definitely see this. We're going to go ahead and get the rest of your cards and clarify this. Ariana Grande's "We Can't Be Friends" song is still coming through. I've had that anytime I come to this table to do my readings, that song keeps playing. I don't know if somebody has that song stuck in their head, or if you're just wondering if you and this person can be friends. Let's see, we have 7, loyal. They love that you're very loyal. There's something very grounded about you. Like, they understand that you're somebody who could go all the way with them. Like, you're definitely wifey or hubby material here if marriage is something that you would want. We also have unrecognized. They might be keeping you secret from either their family, their friends, or I feel like it's mostly their people, though. Like, their friends for sure, because I think you're not typically somebody this person goes for, and definitely their family doesn't want them to know about you. It's not shame, but I feel like it is. Like, they don't want to see it as that, but at the same time it is. Like, they don't want to deal with the backlash of being with somebody like you, is what I'm hearing. So for those of you who understand what that means, I guess you will already know, because you kind of sensed that and you were wondering if that was true. And I'm here to say, yeah, there's a little bit of hesitancy here, because they wonder whether, well, one, whether their people, their community will accept you or not, and 2, they don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how long this has been going on, or if you guys only see each other like not out in public, or maybe just online, but there's something here about a huge difference between you and this person, and that's the biggest thing that is keeping them from taking us to the next level. However, there is a lot of loyalty and respect here for you. I'm gonna get a card from the Creative Love Oracle. Ooh. Which I probably should have started with that, but I already get the feeling that this person really likes you. We have third-party situation. There's a third party interfering with your relationship. This can be literal or a rival or people gossiping. Family and friends may try to influence your relationship. The family and friends is coming through the most. Yeah, this person cares about what their people think about you. So you're going to have to just accept that, especially if it's like a family situation. I feel like their family expected them to be with somebody different. And yeah, I'm just seeing like either cultural expectations or socioeconomic expectations even, because let's face it, the different socioeconomic classes can feel like a whole different culture sometimes, depending on how you grew up or the amount of money you grew up with. And I'm getting another card to clarify this. We also have commitment. This card signifies an engagement, marriage, or that both people want to commit to a serious relationship. This card also pertains to a stable relationship coming your way. So here's the thing, my beautiful pile 4, you have commitment coming your way, whether it's from this person or not. I really do feel this person wants to commit. It's just that they have to get through that whole what people think of you thing. Because for some of you, maybe this person has family in a different country, and that's a whole thing. Maybe that's how they're keeping you secret. Like, they're asking for pictures because they're not posting anything online. But like, I don't know, maybe you've talked to them and they kind of know. I don't know. That's going to be for a few of you, not everybody, of course. But let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. We have a card from the Cosmos Oracle. And I'm sure for a lot of you, this is a conversation that's already been had, especially if you're aware of the differences between them and you. Oh, okay. Hopefully that wasn't on camera. But we have... I'll take these, but not these. That's a lot of cards. There's a lot going on here, because every time I shuffled, there were like a lot of cards that wanted to come through. We have the Nurturer, we have Karmic Lessons, 12, Confirmation, Casualty, and Ascension. Structure, 25, Foundation, Routine, Commitment. Lots of commitment cards. There's 2 right here. And Loyal, which is being committed, being able to be committed. And then the Nurturer, Resources, Security, and Sensuality. Look, your person likes you and it's going to be a thing. But they really have to get over whatever it is that is expected of them. Because I don't think it's just family. It could be themselves as well. I feel like they may have seen this, especially... I'm going to use this example because I see it a lot. Let's say that this person is mixed and they've seen how their own parents have had to deal with that kind of situation where like one person was a different race than the other, and they saw how that impacted their whole family, really. I don't think enough people talk about that, because I've seen it personally from the people that I know and have dated. It's like, even if they don't talk about it themselves, you can see the patterns. And maybe you have noticed this with your person as well, Pile 4. And I'm saying this with so much love, of course, we're not judging here, but you know, it's like their own struggle that they have to deal with, their own subconscious feelings that maybe they need a professional to talk this out with. Maybe you're not the person that is right to be speaking about this, but you see that inner struggle, the subconscious feelings of that kind of dynamic within a community and a family. I can't provide personal examples, of course, just out of respect for the people that I've been with and that I know, but I just know what I've seen. And I'm sure if you were to ask people from like mixed backgrounds, it's that kind of situation. But even if they're not mixed, again, maybe they've seen their friends go through something similar, or they've seen just how that pans out, or maybe their family has fed them this fear that that's what's going to happen if you get with this kind of person. You know, it's very much caring too much about what everybody else says and not enough about the love that is going on here, especially with Karmic Lessons. With Structure, again, they don't want to shake up the foundation, essentially. They don't want to have to be the ones that are, quote, quote, causing a stir within the community. Maybe they're the only person bringing somebody home who looks like you, or who comes from the background that you do. And they know people are going to talk. They know they're going to say stuff, and they don't want to have to deal with that. That's fair. I mean, I'm Latina, and my family is all Mexican. Well, the first generation is all Mexican, but even if they would bring home somebody that was of a different Latino, Hispanic country, my family would get all up about it. And I'd be like, I don't get it. We speak the same language. We have similar cultures. I remember the first time I saw that and I just did not understand it. It's that kind of situation. So maybe it's the same thing for your family. Maybe the difference isn't even that big, but your person is just carrying it so strongly. And like I said, they might need professional help with this, because I feel like you would have already tried to speak to them about it. Or maybe you yourself don't know how to approach this because you've never had to deal with that, or it's not that big a deal to you, but it's a big deal to them. But I do get an indication that this person wants you around with Loyal, Nurturer, and Commitment. It's like they adore you. They just don't adore the people you're going to have to deal with. And maybe they have, unfortunately, a very, very prejudiced family, and that's the biggest thing. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. I'm not even halfway through them. Let's get a What's in Your Stars card. Again, I'm sorry if the cards are messed up. I feel like I'm not getting from the right piles, the right decks. But you also have the most cards out of anybody. We have Ease, Taurus Spirit, an afternoon spent resting and reclining. Know when to take a step back. Your body, mind, and spirit may need some time to restore. Is there a situation in your life that might ease if you reduce the pressure and practice more acceptance? That last line, let me repeat it. Is there a situation in your life that might ease if you reduce the pressure and practice more acceptance. That's something your person needs to hear, pile 4. Maybe you do too. Maybe you're also worked up about this. Mostly due to your person, not even due to yourself. Maybe you yourself have seen something like this as well. And then let's get 2 cards from the Prism Oracle. But there's a lot of loyalty and love here. What's keeping them from taking this to the next level or reaching out is cultural, familial, or social expectations. But there's a lot of love for you for sure. We have protection. Yeah, they want to protect you. They want to protect you from a lot. And it's very sweet that they do. They also want to protect themselves, of course. I mean, they're going to be the ones receiving most of this. I feel like if you never hear or see any of it, it's going to be them behind closed doors having to hear this from their family or people. And then we have faith. There is so much trust within you and within love here. It's almost heartbreaking that they're letting such a thing get to them, because there's definitely love here for you and compassion. They adore the things that make you strong. They adore the things that make you this nurturing person, both to themselves and to the people around them. If you already have kids together, which I doubt, but maybe this is the case, especially, like I said, if their family is in another country or far enough away that they don't see them enough, I feel like they love that you have this very nurturing side to you. Like you make a great parent, or you just both, there's a sense of the kind of family life that they've always wanted with you, because this, whatever family or background that they have, definitely didn't provide this for them. So they have it with you and they cherish it more than anything. But this, whatever their family or people, culture, whatever it is, it's very heavy. It's very heavy and it weighs on the heart. But it's almost like whatever love you give is stronger. So literally your love is here carrying this heavy weight of their family's expectations. And I feel like if you haven't had this discussion yet, by all means do have it. And by the way, it doesn't have to be a drastic difference in what am I trying to say? Cultural background. It could even be something so small as your socioeconomic background. Like maybe their family was upper middle class and yours was like dirt poor, or, you know, switch it around here depending on what the situation is. I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, pile 4, but like maybe it's not such a big difference, but they know that their family will be able to point you out right away. And again, it's like maybe they've seen this. Maybe their own mother or father also came from something similar. And rather than have sympathy for you because they understand, it's like they're going to criticize you for it. You know, it just, there's something here that doesn't make sense, even though it just, I don't know. It's odd dealing with people's expectations of you, you know? That's definitely what I'm getting from this person. But there's definitely a feeling here that they want to commit, or that they've already committed. Maybe some of you are already married and have a whole family. Maybe you have a whole dang family and this other family hasn't even met you. Which could be the case for some of you, not all of you. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the tarot, because I want to see what's going to come out of this, because I feel like for some of you, it may not even be that they haven't reached out. It might just be that they haven't spoken about this particular situation. There's a lot of stuff here going on, which is funny because I'm about to do a reading about what secrets are being held from you or being kept from you. And I feel like I've done a reading like that before back when I started the channel, but I need to update a new one because I have new subscribers. Hello, thank you for being here. I love you a lot. You mean the world to me, and I love your feedback. But your person, let's go ahead and see, now that I know what the situation is, let's go ahead and see what they are going to do about this, if anything, as well as how they are dealing with this. And I want them to be the top. I want you to be the bottom, to see if there's anything you should do or say here, or anything to, like, I guess, better handle this. I didn't do that for the past piles. I know that. So again, I'm sorry if this is a little bit different from the other 3, if you're coming from a different pile. So for you and your person, pile 4, your person, yeah, I'm not surprised. The 5 of Pentacles is feeling a lack mentality, or feeling powerless, feeling like there's nothing they can do, even though there is. And I am getting some socioeconomic stuff here as well, like a difference in class. It could be both a difference in class and culture and background, nationality, race, whatever the situation is here. And I feel like that affects it as well. We also have the Five of Wands, which is always good because this means that they're willing to fight for you. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, very defensive. We also have the Moon. They might still keep something secret though. Not from you. Well, if it is from you, it's not going to be anything too hurtful. It's just going to be like, why does this have to be a secret? And one more thing. The World. You really do mean the world to them, Pile 4. They adore you so much. And I hope you understand that, because I know it seems like this situation is just unnecessary drama. But to this person, to your person, they've got things they got to work through. And I keep bringing up professional help because I myself am not a professional. I'm just showing you what's going on. But I feel like this is going to have to be from somebody who can better explain this to them. And I don't even think it has to be like a therapist or even family counseling here. It might just be finding the right resources online for either free or a low price, or finding similar stories about how people handled this situation with their own families or people. Because I see what they fear the most is not being able to ever speak to their family again. That's their biggest thing. And they don't want that. Even if their family dynamic was not healthy, because I think even you would be able to point that out if it wasn't. They don't want to be quote, quote, excommunicated from the group, essentially. I feel like that's their biggest fear. Because they would see that as either dishonorable or a letdown or something along those lines. They don't want to be excluded, but they also adore and love you. And it's very, do you see how this feels like a third party situation? It's not somebody else. They don't have anybody else. They have you. It's the family influencing this very strongly. All right, let's get the cards for you, my beautiful Pile 4. You're also very beautiful, Pile 4. So I'm hoping if this people hasn't seen pictures of you yet, because I feel like some of them might be hiding that, especially with the Moon card here. I feel like they hope that your beauty is enough to win them over, like your charm as well. Like I feel like your person considers beauty and like great manners and all of that to be a big thing. I'm wondering if some of you have like partners from East Asia where like beauty is the biggest thing. Like it can, there's a lot of pretty privilege. And I'm saying that from having, one, experience, and two, having heard a lot about it as well. Yeah, because your person knows that you're very gorgeous. You're very beautiful, both inside and out. Maybe they're dealing with a family who doesn't understand inner beauty as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and, that's not going to hear everybody, of course. Okay, for you, Pile. Oh, yes, the Sun. Like I said, you're very beautiful, but you're also very confident. I'm hearing that some of you feel that you can really win this family over. It's like, let me at them. I'll charm the pants off of them. I don't think that was the right thing to say. You'll charm their socks off for sure. Like, you're going to make them feel very comfortable. I'm sorry, Pile 4. But yeah, I feel like you're very charming. You could win anybody over. We also have the Magician. Again, that can-do attitude. This is something your partner really loves about you. Like, nothing phases you. You feel like you can take on the world, and you probably can, Pile 4. But they just really... They're very pessimistic when it comes to this situation. Let's get another card for you, my beautiful Pile. Oh, yeah, the 10 of Cups. You make your person so happy. And there's something, like I said, the nurturing card is coming through from the oracles. There's something very nurturing about you. Not just to your person, but to, like, all people around you. I feel like you make people feel very comfortable and at home within themselves. Especially if you're very intuitive and know how to work with energy. You know how to shift the energy within a space so that people can feel comfortable speaking to you. I've even seen this where people who don't really speak the same language will get along very well. Again, you have this kind of energy or something similar where you can make people, you can understand them. You can make them feel at home. It's like if they need anything, you understand. Even if it's weird, even if it's strange. If you have kids that are like this, who have very, very specific needs, you're really good at this. Your energy is beautiful and lovely, Pile 4. I can tell you that. Let's go ahead and clarify 2 more cards for you. We have the 3 of Wands, letting me know that you're willing to collaborate and make a plan with your person. Even if the plan is something you don't agree with, you're like, okay, I'll do this for the sake of you and your family because it is important to you. Again, beautiful energy. and the Ace of Pentacles. I do see the both of you progressing forward with this. Like, I have all the confirmation here. You are going to go forward with this. You are going to attempt to, I'm hearing blend the families in some cases, or in other cases, it could just be getting to meet and know them. It might be in small increments. It might start with something like, I don't know, a holiday, whatever the biggest holiday for this particular culture is. You might start with that because the family's already going to be on their best behavior and they're already going to want to be showing out. It's something along those lines, but you're definitely going to take the small steps here to do something important. For those of you who are already married but you haven't had a wedding, I feel like you might be leading up to this, like there could be something here. It could also be starting with like the family that they know will accept you the most. Like maybe they have very open-minded aunts or uncles, something like that, and they might start there. Or maybe the cousins, you know, whoever's closer to their age group. I don't think they're the problem though. I think it's the older ones. I think it's the mom, dad, the grandma, you know, it's all them. And then back of the deck situation, I'm seeing this as like a last resort. If they have to, your person, if things don't go well, this is like plan, like the last plan. They're willing to keep their emotional distance from their family in order to protect you and your own family, should you already have one. Yeah. They're not gonna lie per se, but they are gonna keep you away from them, away from the drama that could ensue. They're willing to walk away from them because they know that what matters the most is their own family. That makes me want to tear up a little bit because I can tell that this is very important to your person, but they adore you so much. I mean, look at all these cards you have. You have beautiful, happy cards. Somebody who is very willing to put in the effort for their family, to do all the things that they need to for their family, and it's like your person is so grateful for you. They just wish that they could combine the family they grew up with the family that they have now, and it's going to take steps to get there with mixed results. I'm not going to be able to tell you how it's going to end up, by the way. I feel like it's going to vary, and there's too many outcomes here depending on who's watching. But there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love. They love you so much. They wouldn't leave you because of this situation, but they would emotionally distance themselves from their family because of this. But yeah. Yeah, very beautiful energy. Is there anything else I am missing here? Because whenever I see the Magician and the World show up, I mean, this is somebody who is quite capable of conquering the world. So I am showing you the side where you win. Here, pile 4, where you win the family over. Not saying it's going to be all easy peasy. There's going to be a learning curve, of course. There's going to be things where like you don't understand each other, or maybe some miscommunication. That, you know, you get to know these people, you get to know how things go, you get to know the culture in some cases, and there's just a lot of respect on both sides. Let's go ahead and get your cards, your advice cards for my pile 4. Again, I'm sorry if this reading is different from the other ones. I feel like the other ones were more, it shifted here. Like it became about this situation more than whether your person was going to reach out or not, or why they haven't reached out, or why they haven't spoken to you about this situation. But let's get your cards. We have this one. Your mind is a recorder. Let go of all negative, unkind replays and replace them with elevated sounds. If you've already met this family and you have had like a negative experience, let go of that and start anew. It might just be the case where they're the kind of people who keep finding bad things with you or bad things to say about you. You're gonna have to learn to let it go and just treat every day like it's new. And it might take a few times. Do set a limit though, and do set a boundary there, because we can have patience for people, but after like the 3rd, 4th, 5th time they disrespect you, that's when you need to that's when you gotta, you know, just stop talking or stop trying and let them be what they are and let you keep shining on. But definitely try, you know, definitely try. And then we have this card. Except you don't lack for anything, the whole world belongs to you. See, what did I say, pile 4? The whole world belongs to you. You don't lack anything. Don't let anybody try to make you feel or think that you need something here, you need something there. because I can tell some people might try to tell you this. You're perfect the way you are, and if they can't see that, that's on them. We also have this one. You are royal, you are sovereign. Honor this and let go of those who do not acknowledge it. Self-explanatory. Let go of those who do not acknowledge your beauty, your grace, your everything. Because my pile 4, you are so divine. Like, I love your energy so much. I love it. And so does your person. I promise you, your person loves it even more than I do. Let's go ahead and get channeled messages. These are going to be from your person. What they may be feeling, what they are thinking. They're having a hard time coming out. Your person might be the kind of person who bottles a lot of their thoughts about tricky situations. They bottle them up. They don't like to talk about it. You might have to bring it out of them. 10, you are my everything. Yes, you are there. This person loves you so much. I hope they're telling you enough how much they love you, because I'm telling you that they adore you. They wouldn't trade you for anything. We have, I'm a very jealous person. Yeah, they don't want you. They don't want to see you with anybody else. They're going to keep you around. I'm also seeing jealousy as like, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing like there's a family member that gets very jealous of you, like that you have all the attention and whatever. It could be like a mom with like weird attachment issues. It could be maybe in some cases a sibling with weird attachment issues as well. Or a parent, definitely. So it doesn't have to be a mom. It could be any parent. We have 2, I need more balance. This to me is coming out as I need more advice outside of this. So they might, like I said, consult a professional, a friend, or something. The balance here is that it's all in their mind, and they haven't really seen like different perspectives of how this could go or how to handle it. We have you already know. Yeah, you already know. You already know about a lot of this, and I'm just reflecting it back to you, pile 4. This is just confirmation. Definitely. Anytime I see purple, I think of you, pile 4. Your color has been coming out as purple here, by the way, because the card you chose was the warrior card. Do I still have that? But yeah, the warrior card was purple. I remember that. They also have, will you choose me? Your person is actually kind of afraid that you might leave them if they don't commit more, or if they don't sort this thing out. Like I said, maybe you're committed, you're in a long-term relationship. You might even be married by like, you might be married by either like the country you are both living in, or just some kind of small official way, but there's no wedding, there's no big recognizable thing that you're together. And I feel like they're afraid that if they don't do something about that, you might leave them. We have listen to your heart. Definitely, both you and your person need to do this. Your person is listening to their heart for sure. I promise you that. And it's a task for them. Yes. Oh my god. Look at all these colors. Typically this deck is like very black and white because it's all messages. Like, I mean, look at all these cards. They're black and white. But you get all the colors, letting me know that you have love and luck on your side. And you even got the 10 of Cups, which is a rainbow color card, because all the cards and every deck should have some sort of rainbow to signify the happiness and joy that this connection brings. So I feel like you have love on your side, pile 4. You really do. I truly love this energy for you. Your person loves you so much, and I know you love your person, and that you will both work out something for your happily ever after here. But this is where I leave you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. And if you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I am sending you and everybody involved in this so much love, so much acceptance, and so much light. Take care, pile 4.